Hello, everyone. So we've dealt with examples 1, 2, and 3 where we actually found how to graph out a vector. We figured out how to draw it out pretty much, and then how to actually find the magnitude of it using Pythagorean theorem. So now let's deal with vectors as ordered pairs. So how do we put them together? How we find the magnitude of them and all that great stuff. So if we have 2 points here, we can actually put these two together. So we have P1 is x1, y1, and P2 is x2, y2. Now we can actually put these 2 points together and kind of find either the magnitude or so by finding the vector itself by putting them together. So in other words, find our distance type thing. Remember your distance formula was x2 minus x1 and y2 minus y1 type thing. And so here, when it comes to our 2 points, to make them go from two ordered pairs to one ordered pair, we'll do x2 minus x1 and then y2 minus y1. And that should look familiar, like remember your distance formula, we had those in there. And I say distance formula because that's what we're going to end up doing when it comes to our magnitude. We're actually finding the distance between the two between the 2 points. So our magnitude will be written like this. So this one we only use 1 because there's 2 points being taken here. So we created a vector here by putting the 2 points together like this, like by subtracting them. But to find our magnitude, we actually find like our distance. And remember, the distance is the square root of y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. And so here you learned distance before, the distance formula. So this is what we're still doing again. So it's not brand new, it's something that you've seen before, but we're just taking it and changing it into something that deals with vectors. 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 So it's not bad. It's not bad at all. We can do this, and we got this now. So with that, let's go ahead and deal with our example 4 that deals with this part. And we're going to be dealing with our vectors. Vectors. So example 4, looking at finding the magnitude of the vectors of 2 points, or between 2 points. So here's the actual problem. It says write the ordered pair that represents the vector from the coordinate x, which is negative 3, 5, to the coordinate y, which is 4, negative 2. Then find the magnitude. So we need to pretty much make these into a vector from this point to this point, and then go from the vector to the magnitude of that vector. So it's not going to be bad. It's actually going to be pretty simple. All right, so first thing it says to go ahead and make it the ordered pair. Change it from the ordered pairs to the vector itself, sorry. So we're going to do x, y as the vector. And if we're going to do the vector, we have the less than and greater than signs we're going to deal with. And this is x2 minus x1. And then we have y2 minus y1. And so here, all we're going to do is substitute the values that we have in. So we say this is our x1, y1, this is our x2, y2. And again, we can switch the order if you wanted to. But here, x2 is 4, x1 is negative 3. And then y2 is negative 2. Our y1 is 5. And then we just simplify that down. So we get 7 on this first one. And we get negative 7 on the second one. And so that gives us our vector. That's our vector xy. Now, now this says after we find the vector, then it says find the magnitude. So it means we need to find the magnitude of the vector xy, which won't be hard either. So remember, it's your distance formula, and so it's x2 minus x1 quantity squared plus, let's write this down, the square root of x squared minus x1 quantity squared plus y2 minus y1 quantity squared. So we know x2 minus x1 is 7. Y2 minus y1 is negative 7. So here we have 7 squared plus negative 7 squared underneath the radical. So that's 49 and 49 underneath the radical. And so here, that'll be the square root of 98. And all you have to do is go ahead and break that down so that we're dealing with the 7 square roots of 2. So in other words, 49 times 2, square root of 49 is 7, square root of 2 is square root of 2. And that is your magnitude. So again, not hard, pretty easy for all this. And that's it.